Oh man. So I am alive. Let's see if everything works out great. I wonder if it sent out any notifications yet to let everybody know that I'm live. I don't think it did. I'm just waiting. See what's going on. Seriously, don't know. Let me see if I can turn this light on. Okay. Hey, Scott. It's just me and you in the chat, in the live. Just the ice situation, from what we are being told, is that it's going to be a warm nose hitting where we live, and it's going to rain 1 to 2 inches. After the rain Monday, it's supposed to be like high of 20. No, I think it's 30 degrees. Once it gets high up to 30 degrees, uh, it's supposed to be like ice. And then Tuesday, ice again. And then I think Wednesday is when we are supposed to go back to normal. And then after that, that's when it's supposed to start warming up. But it's not supposed to get anything warmer than I think 40 degrees after next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. If I'm thinking that correctly. Let me check the weather channel because I don't want anybody to quote me on that and be like, "Oh, he said it was supposed to be warmer." So yeah, so tomorrow, 33 degrees, the high. Sunday, high of 42 degrees. Monday, high of 30, 39 on Tuesday, and 42 on Friday. And then next week, it looks like the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, they're calling for snow. Don't know if that's going to be legit about the snow. Because you know how weather forecast, I was hoping for snow this time, and it looks like we're just going to get ice and sleet and freezing rain and everything else. And then I had to go to Walmart to get water and some stuff today, and it was just a madhouse. And I was just like, dang, dude, I don't want to be in here, but I had to do stuff. And it was crazy. I was stressed out. I was like, man, people fighting over bread, milk. All the 2% milk was gone. They just had whole milk and 1%. And it was just crazy. And I was just like, man. And now they're talking about us might be losing power Sunday night. You got enough supplies? Yes. So if you look right here, we have a Coleman uh, stove, and we have enough propane to run that if we lose power. And we also have a propane fireplace in the house. So we'll just all bundled up in the front room if we lose power. And I want to say I'm leaning on us losing power, because if we do lose, because the way that the storm is coming up, it looks like it's going to, like I said, Sunday night, Monday morning, all that rain is going to turn straight to ice, and it's going to be thick ice on the tree limbs, which will fall down on power lines, which cause an outage. And I'm more, like I said, I'm leaning more on 100% that we're going to be with an outage with power. So we had to go. My wife went, I want to say Wednesday or Tuesday, to go get more propane. I went and got some charcoal just in case we go outside. I don't know. Just to keep, then maybe we can camp out there. Me and my son, we just camp in the cold. It's just weird. We're just weird people in Tennessee. Hi, Lori. Thank you for joining us. Me and Scott just hanging out, trying to have a survival plan if everything does go south. No pun intended. But I heard also that they're telling people who are truck drivers not to be driving on the interstates from Texas to New York. So if that does happen, that is going to slow down supplies. Also with power outages. So I don't want to overthink it. I just want to be prepared for just in case. And then uh my son, he starts homeschool in February, so that's going to be good. And they're talking about us talking they're going to send something out Sunday about school. Yes, Pennsylvania just shut highways down for buses. Yeah, that's not good because I don't know if you guys remember when they was talking about that strike with the truck drivers and about that whole union thing. Like, dude, if truck drivers can't drive on the road, that's gonna really affect the economy. Like, let's think about the bigger picture. Okay, yeah, a lot of people are gonna lose power, a lot of people are gonna be cold, but the broad thing about this whole thing is like if people can't get supplies, it's going to affect everybody because you can't get, let's say, products, gas. If trucks ain't moving, the economy's not moving. And if trains too, if there's ice on the train tracks, the railroad can't move. So this is all next week, this weekend, tomorrow, starting until mid week next week is going to be like basically a gridlock for America. And it's going to be crazy because a lot of stuff is going to happen. The way the weather's talking, the Weather Channel, the people talking about it nationwide, it's going to be bad. It's like if a hurricane, like a Category 5 hurricane, just hit mid, no, south, east, and then just went straight up, like hit Texas, and then somehow just ride central Central America, and then went straight up. Like, it's gonna be pretty bad, and I'm hoping for the best, but I know it's gonna be bad. And then my sister lives in Central Texas, and she's already talking about they're already planning for major outage because I don't know if you guys remembered when San Antonio, Austin had that ice and it like shut down the whole power grid. I was working at Volkswagen at the time, and we had like a 3-day shutdown because of the trucks could not move stuff out of Mexico into America because Texas was basically shut down because of the ice and power grid, which was totally shot. So it's going to be, I don't want to say fun, but it's going to be strange to see everything how it plans out. And I know Florida people are going to enjoy their little heat warm blanket, which I don't like. I wish I was in Florida so I can enjoy the heat too. But I don't want to deal with the humidity. So the Floridians can keep that. Scott, you can keep that down there in Florida because I don't like waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning and already sweating. Not fun. Let's see. We got 4 people here. Hey, that's more than I thought I was going to get. It's going live for the first time. And this talking about this nice weather that we're going to have. Nice cold weather. We got our little side by oh, this is weird. Okay. Side by side right there just in case we have to go do stuff. And then my son has his little side by side right here, which is battery operated, which he doesn't ride that much anymore because he's too big, which is sad because I remember when he was a little guy. Now he's a big guy. They say kids grow up quick, and they do. I know Lori was talking about that on her live stream. Don't blink. Whew, my daughter's going to be 4 this, what is it? 24, 25th. I think Sunday. She's gonna be 4 Sunday. So, and then my son just turned 7 on the 18th. So I'm hoping nothing bad happens, so we can maybe have a little birthday party for her and just enjoy some time before the power goes out. It feels like the Titanic, kind of just riding the ship, and the ship is sinking. So you just hold on tight to everybody, and you hope for the best. That's what it is, man. And I was going to go camping this weekend if we had snow. So they beginning of the weather talk, they was talking about uh southeast Tennessee was supposed to get like 8 inches, 12 inches of snow. And I was like, dude, that would be make great content. Me going out there camping in the snow, that was gonna be fun. And then it switched to sleet, freezing rain, and then ice. And I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable. So next weekend I won't have a video coming out because of the plans that was supposed to happen this weekend. And then next week it's basically survival. If we can survive if the power goes out, might make a video about that. I don't know. Surviving my first power outage with my family in the winter cold, in the winter storm in Tennessee. It was not too wise to go camping. Well, hindsight's 2020. So in my mind, I was like, great content. I think I can survive. Then my wife's like, you're definitely not going. If it's snowing that much, you're not going. And then definitely not going now because if the power goes out, then I'm screwed. There's nothing I can do about it. And then now, and going to a trout farm in Gatlinburg for my son and my daughter's birthday. We're having another birthday party for them. Going to Gatlinburg, and we're going trout fishing. There's like a little trout farm that they have there, and we're going to go fishing for some trout. They cook it. I mean, they clean it and cook it for you, and that's going to be a video right there. It's my first time ever catching trout. My son too, so it's going to be fun. And now we just wait for the storm to hit. I've been watching a lot. Like this week, I have been very, very glued to the weather because, like I said, at first it's going to snow. Now they're talking about like freezing rain, ice, and all this other stuff that's going to thicken on Monday. So I want to say the high is going to be 43 Sunday. That's the high. That's when the warm nose hits us. And then it goes south at night. And then that's when we're supposed to have like 1 to 2 inches of rain Sunday. And then midnight until I guess Thursday maybe is when it's going to be cold and it's not going to reach above freezing. So all that's going to be ice. And so got enough bread, got soup. Like I said, I got our little not fishing. Oh my gosh, crazy. Camping stove right there in case we need to cook something, which we probably will bring out because we have a gas stove. If you have not a gas stove, oh my gosh, electric stove. We have electric stove because I would say gas stove will be better instead of a electric stove. So the gas stove, if you have one of those, keep them because if your power does go out, you can still use your stove, your top to cook stuff. If you have electric, power goes out, it's over. So, word of the wise, if you do have a gas stove, keep it because it's 100% better than electric. Hi, CL. Everybody's joining the community now. Everybody knows each other, which is great. I want to give a big shout out to Scott because Scott's bringing everybody together. I know he wants to say that it was Rob. Yeah, Rob was the person that bring us together, but Scott was like, I don't know, I want to say the jelly, the peanut butter, brought everybody together. And now everybody watches each other, supports each other. So that's fantastic. And like I said, it's my first time going live in person talking. I went live for a fireworks show at Dollywood, but I was not talking. I was just holding the camera up, letting people watch the fireworks show. But this is actually my first time talking to people. No edits. As you can tell, I'm stumbling on my words. I'm a little nervous. Got the little jitters. But I wanted to get on and let you guys know where we stand with the cold front, the winter storm that's going to hit Tennessee. I got a new video out about me camping in the cold. Yeah, I just hope that we stay warm. Hope everybody who is in the southwest region of Texas, all the way up to New York, all the way up there, are safe, because this winter storm is going to be life changing. I personally believe it's definitely going to be life changing. It's either going to, I don't want to say it because it's rough, because people could pass away because it's the cold, and you have older people who are not used to it, probably, you know, and that's millions and millions of people are getting affected by this. And like I said before, you're either going to be affected by the cold, the ice, snow, and then also with the truck drivers who are coming from Mexico to come to America to get, avocados, some supplies from Mexico, who can't go there. So the West Coast trying to transport to the East Coast, vice versa. It's not going to happen. It's going to be a big gridlock. So, like I said, this is going to be I was going to say economic pandemic, but it's not COVID anymore. It's not 2020. Hey, Pam. Welcome, welcome, welcome all. If there was something you guys wanted to talk about or anything, let me know. You can drop a comment and just like, hey, what's this like? If you want to see my son, I'll go get Brooks and he can make an appearance. It's whatever you guys want to do. Like I said, just wanted to jump in and talk to people, let everybody know about the storm that's hitting. Might do this, might switch. No, not next weekend, because next weekend I'm going to be busy. The next weekend after that, still going to be busy. So I want to say 3 weeks time, I might be going live, if I'm not camping or anything like that, every Saturday night. I know it's not Saturday night tonight, but Saturday night, and to just check in, just like, hey, how you guys doing? Let's talk about like some camping, what me and my son did the past week, because I know he was with his pawpaw and he caught 11 fish. He caught 11 fish in one trip. And I'm just like, why does he never do that to me? Like, I'm over here recording and he catches 1 or 2 fish, but he catches 11 fish with his pawpaw. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. 11 fish by a 6-year-old. Well, he's 7 now, but at the time he was 6. Could you imagine that? How many fish? Like 11 fish, 11 bluegills, but that's crazy. Pam, right now it's a waiting game, and it's like it's like football. I don't know if anybody played football in here or know the terminology about like sports. It's like basically 30 minutes before kickoff, you get the butterflies in your stomach, you're anxious, you're scratching stuff, you're picking at stuff, you're waiting for kickoff basically. And that's the kickoff is, for us, will be midday Saturday, tomorrow, when we will get the rain and the temperature starts dropping. I know we just came from Walmart. around 5 o'clock. The wind was picking up. And today the high was like 55, 56. It felt good. And then the temperature started dropping. And then right now, the temperature is 39 degrees. So we're at 39 from 54 3 hours ago, basically 3 hours and 30 minutes. So it's dropping. And then just got an alert on my phone that we are having an ice storm warning. I don't know if you guys can see that. Ice storm warning near your location. Oh my gosh. I, I work in technology. I mean in tech, and I hate tech so much. Expected by 1 p.m. Yeah. These conditions are expected by 1 p.m. January 24th. Ice storm warning. So if you know Elsa, you can just tell her let it go because we don't want it. And I'm in the garage like I did my other live with Scott. I don't know if you guys saw that. And it's a little cold in here, but I got my I don't know my little heater. It's not on right now, so I don't know if it will be too loud for the mic and cause a distraction. My daughter is in Pennsylvania, and I am a bit nervous they will lose power. Oh man, what part of Pennsylvania? Because I know it's supposed to hit. They're supposed to get hit Sunday, Monday, right? Lori, I think it's Sunday, Monday. Because I know Texas right now is getting hit. State college. Yeah, Elsa, man. My daughter loves Frozen, so I guess this is her dream. I guess she made a little birthday wish. She's like, I want snow for my birthday. So, and then she's having a sleepover. So, what me and my wife do every weekend. So the kids sleep by themselves, but on the weekend we call it a sleepover, where they can sleep with mom and dad. Because you don't want your kids to grow up too quick. So you just want to hold them while they're young. So, oh, Debbie's here. Hello. Yeah, see, Lori gets it. He just there's things with kids that is just sometimes kids can be a real pain in your backside, and then sometimes those kids you just see them, you just like, man, I made that. Like they're half of me, half my wife, half your spouse, and you just see them growing up, and you're just like, dang, dude, like you're thinking in your age, like you used to be that way growing up with your parents, and now you're just like, man, dude, like it just switches, and you're just like, man, I miss my kids when they were young, and then they get older, and then they get to the age where they're just like, oh, my mom or my dad. And I'm not gonna lie, I was that person. I was very, very ashamed of my parents. Not like ashamed, like I didn't like them, but I was just like, I was cool, and my parents were uncool. Everybody has that phase. Hey, Mike. Hey, all the bands here, man. The group's here. We're like Scooby Doo. Got the whole band and gang back. Let's go solve some mysteries. But like I was saying, like I just love my kids, and I'm so thankful for the Outdoor Boys. That's one of the reasons why I got started with YouTube. We used to watch them religiously on Saturday night, watching Outdoor Boys, and my son, we watched the goodbye video, and I remember that day because we was watching it with my kids, and my son looks back at me. He's like, "Dad, why can't we do YouTube?" And it never clicked before that, and then now it just clicks, and you're just like, I was like, "Why can't we do YouTube?" And I was like, I love that he asked me why can't we, and now we do YouTube, and Never looked back. I remember when he started fishing, I used to be so scared and so disgusting putting the worm on a fish hook. And now I'm just it's nothing. It's just muscle memory. Just basically an S shape. I just hook the fish. My son just turned 7 last week. My daughter's turning 4 Sunday, Lori. And my son's birthday is 1/18/19. So it's 1 plus 18 equals 19. And I wanted my daughter born on 1/21/22 because it's 1 plus 21. 1 plus 21 equals 22. And my wife had a C-section, but we couldn't plan that. So she got 1/25/22. So yeah, Lori, nothing's better than hanging out with everybody that has the same mindset. It's a blessing. Nothing happens without a reason, and we're all here enjoying each other's company. You know, and it's like I said, this is my first time going live talking to people. Like I said before, I went live last year at Dollywood recording uh, fireworks, and here I am talking to people. Wait, you're trying to tell me? Oh, dude, my son, ruthless, ruthless. So, 2 times. One time he found a lizard. It was maybe this big of a lizard. He's like, "This would be good for a largemouth bass." And I was like, "Brooks, what are you doing?" Gets it and puts it in the hook and like crucifix it. And I was just like, "Dude, like, what are you doing?" Like, I've never seen someone do this with a lizard before. And he goes in there, casts it, waits a little bit, gets a largemouth bass, and that was his first bass that he ever caught. And it was a pretty good size one. And then this past uh, summertime, fall, he we go to Big Sandy in Tennessee. It's like West Tennessee. It's like middle West Tennessee, and we have my father-in-law has a cabin there, and we're with his neighbors. And this lady was like, "Hey, if you catch some frogs, I'll give you $20 because he caught one." And she's like, "If you catch 4, I'll give you $20." This dude went on a hunt and catch like 6 frogs. Next day, baits the frog and throws him in the pond and starts catching fish. I'm just like, this dude knows so much about fishing. Like, it just blows my mind how much time and investment that he has in fishing. And I'm just like, he didn't learn it from me because I didn't learn it from nobody. He learned it from his pawpaw. That's what they do. And now I'm just like, I want to squeeze in a little bit and learn from you guys. So I want to learn how to fish too. And man, this dude knows all the fish type, knows how to tie, a hook. He knows the difference between the lengths of the hook, what goes good with the hook, with the fish. So if a large shank uh, goes good with a bluegill, because the bluegill will swallow the hook if it's too small, and you have to use the pliers. Like this, my son is super smart when it comes to fishing. Like, he has nothing to be ashamed about when it comes to fishing. And I'm just like, man, dude, let's just go fishing sometimes. But I hate to say it, in my mind, I'm overthinking a lot. There has been times where me and him will go fishing and I don't have the camera because I'm just like, who wants to watch people fish? And then now I know there's a big audience with fishing, and I'm just like, man, I should have geared up and recorded a lot of stuff, you know. Excuse me. But this year, if we survive the pandemic of the ice, I am going to be doing more videos with camping. Like I said in my new video, camping, fishing, family activities. It's all coming in 2026. Like, this YouTube channel is going to blow up. I got more PTO at my job, so I can take off more days. So I'm just nailing it down. Me and him are going to a NASCAR race in Nashville. Our very first, not my first race, his very first race, and we're going together, which is going to be fun. So I'm just going to keep creating memories with my son because that's what life's all about. Like I said in Lori's uh, live stream Thursday, yesterday, life is all about making memories because, yeah, some people love money. Yeah, money does buy things, but money comes and goes. Memories is what lasts us forever. So if someone passes away, something happens, guess what? Your memories live on. And it's the way you treat people, how you interact with people, that lives on. And that's how I teach my kids. It's like I want to do so much because there's my dad was in the army, so he never really was around, and I'm not faulting him for that. There's he had a career, he had a duty to call. He went to Iraq 3 times. I didn't have a strong connection with my dad because growing up, he, tough love, never say I love you, only hugs when we saying goodbye, stuff like that. And then now I'm breaking that curse. I tell my son, I tell my daughter, I love them every single day, every minute. Every time I see them, I give them a hug, I give them a kiss on the forehead, and let them know I love them because you never know when it's going to be your last time. So I lay it out. Just that's who I am. You never know when something's going to happen. So just always say I love you, even if you're mad, because you never know when something's going to happen. I know this was a different topic from what the title says. I was supposed to be preparing for the winter storm, and I just got sidetracked. I thought I was like start preaching. Yeah, yeah, Mike. The older generation was just like tough love. You're a man. You're not supposed to have these feelings. And now, as you get older, you're like, why couldn't I say I love you? Why couldn't we express these things? And you just bottled it in, and you're just like, when can I escape these thoughts? Why can I do all these things? And that's why I just tell my son, I'm like, don't be ashamed to tell people you love them. Don't be ashamed to show emotions. I mean, sometimes my son cries way too much. And I was like, dude, you're crying too much. There's other times to be crying about. You never cry over spilled milk. Uh, you know, but yeah, that's who I am. That is who the outdoor Tennessean is. I love my kids. Oh, I hear them. Brooks. Never mind. I thought I heard them coming. Yeah. Just the fundamentals of life. Treat your neighbor, love your neighbor as you would love yourself. Love yours. Yeah. It's one of the 10 commandments. And that's, you have to show your emotions or your emotions will eat you in the inside. And I'm telling people I dealt with that. I was angry all the time and I was just like, ugh. Now just express it. My dad's favorite saying was, yeah, yeah, yeah. My dad used to say that too, and he had a homemade paddle belt, straight out of wood. I think it was like hickory or oak, and it had 3 holes in it. And touch your knees, hold your knees. If you don't, I'm going to hit your back. And I'm glad I was brought up that way because there were some people that I used to hang out with who were they were crazy. They were all over the place. Yeah. Yeah. I think our parents all said that. Yeah. Because it's that mindset of, is this, I don't know if you guys ever heard of breaking the generational curse. There's generations and generations and generations of people who have been brought up in the same way. Their parents treated them the same way. So they treat their kids the same way. And, it goes on and on. And I thank God me and my wife are on the same page when it comes to discipline, obedience, understanding, teachings, and all that. We're like neck to neck, and it's just amazing how you just like I said, kids, man, they're a blessing, but they also crazy. Like my kids are crazy, very crazy. I didn't know my son would be an outdoorsman. I didn't think I would be an outdoorsman. Like I seriously thought I would be just some IT guy who just watch people on YouTube and just consume it. Now here I am producing it and sharing my life with other people, and other people are accepting me into their lives, and we're have a strong foundation with similarities with other people, and it's crazy how life is. It really is. Oh, my wife stopped by. She gave me a heart. Sometimes we just have to accept the crazy. Yeah, man. See, I would say yes to that, Pam, but there are so many crazy people out there. I just can't roll with it. Like road rage. Oh man, my kids going crazy. I don't know if I can roll with that one because my kids go crazy sometimes. Especially can't share toys. That's the number one thing. Sharing toys is a no go. Kids can't share toys. My kids cannot share toys. We have to buy them either the same thing or something that's similar. So if they get a race car, guess what? My son get a blue race car. My daughter gets a pink race car, and then sometimes they switch, and you're just like, what the heck? I got you this one, not for this one. But that's kids. All the crazy live in Massachusetts. Well, I want to say the North. The North people are pretty crazy. I used to work in Illinois, and most Illinois people were crazy. They they don't know how to drive. They know how. What's so crazy about North people and Northwest people? They know how to drive in the snow. Like if it snowed 24/7, 365 days, they would be perfect. But once the snow's gone and they see the sun, or if it's raining, it's over. They don't know how to drive. Yeah, I mean, with how much work it is to be a parent, oh man. And if you're a mom, man, being a full time parent, shoo, my hat's off with you guys. My wife deals with a lot. Now she's going to be, uh, what's that word I'm looking for? It just slipped my mind. Homeschooling. She's going to be homeschooling my son and my daughter when my daughter gets to the age, and it's going to be rough. But I know, God willing, we're going to get through it. And we always wanted to homeschool our kids. However, my son didn't have a structure, so he was like bouncing off the walls, just a typical kid. So it was just crazy. I wasn't going to bring politics into this, Mike. I was going to say it might be all the blue states. Yeah, yeah, politics, man. There's just I wish we could go back to the way America was 20 years ago, where people didn't care about what people did in their private life. But now with social media and everything else, everybody just there's no private life anymore. Everybody just knows everything about everybody. And it just sucks that this is a day and age that we live in where you literally have no private life. And I don't care who you voted for, what you do, how you do it, when you do it. I got my own life to worry about, my own kids, my own wife. I don't have to worry about what you guys do. But that's the day and age we live in. The world we grew up in no longer exists, like they say on social media. It no longer exists. So we have to prepare our kids in the world that they're growing up in. And you know what's also crazy? I know this is going to be a sidetrack. Our kids, well, my kids and other kids would never have a store with nothing but toys. Like Toys R Us. Like, could you? Imagine having all those toys growing up now. Now people just play iPads and cell phones. Like, kind of boring. I mean, growing up, you're outside. Your street lights were your curfew, and you're just all playing outside with your friends. Time is just going by so slow, and you're just like, I can't wait to be 18. Hey, not our kids. Yeah, I know. Our kids love their toys. They love too much. They got too many toys. My son got too many race cars. My daughter got too many Barbie dolls. I was like, man, if we could switch it over and invest in stocks, hey, we could be rolling some money right now. You know, $5 a race car could be $5 into Apple or something else. Give them some extra money. Debbie Sue telling us to be nice. Yeah. Oh, I bet you Mike is very cold, Pam. Oh my gosh. Yeah. -20. That's just the degrees. And then the wind chill. Oh, -4. Woo-hoo. Woo. Man, you better go kill a bear or something and be like the movie Revenant and go sleep in it like Leonardo did. I am dude. I would be moving. I would be moving if it was that cold. There's no way I would be. You couldn't pay me enough. That's colder than Alaska. It's some parts of Alaska. That's too cold. No, Mike, I'll tip my hat to you. I'm not. I'm definitely can't. I no. And it's supposed to be. Let's see. Let's see what they say. So I hate ads. So right here, it is saying chance of snow 0%, ice storm warning. Then if you look right here, 0.41 inches. Oh, now power disruption, moderate potential. It was said low. So before I got on live, it said low. Now it's saying moderate potential. So that's very crazy how that's going up. But if you look right here, so Fridays, today was 51, Saturday's 32, Sunday's 41, 18, and then Monday, 30 degrees, low of 10. Yeah. But this right here, oh man, that right there, ooh, it's always backwards. That right there where that says power disruption, that got me a little worried. Okay, my son is 22 and he's got a Lego. Hey, I got a Star Wars collection. I'm just saying. I collect my toys. I'm not gonna lie. I still collect toys. Okay, my wife says also our power companies talking about rolling blackouts. Oh gosh. Yeah, I guess that saves the power grid from blowing up if they do rolling blackouts. Well, we got our stove so we can cook our soup. Everybody just bundle up in the living room so we can all stay warm with the fireplace. Yeah, that is too cold. That is too cold, Mike. Mm, they must have some special heaters in Minnesota. That is just crazy. -45 with the wind chill. New video idea: survival camping indoors. Hey, we can make a video. We can definitely make a video about that. How to survive indoors with a power outage in a winter storm. That might be a long title, but we can make it happen. We have been warned of power outages here in Virginia too. I think Virginia, Debbie. I think Virginia's supposed to get hit hard. Like Ohio, Kentucky, Virginia, like that section supposed to get hit hard, like really hard. Like it's supposed to make, I guess, like this, and then goes up to New York. Like that's supposed to get hit real hard. I want to show you guys something too of all the counties that are going to get affected by this. Like, look at this. Like all that is ice storm, winter storm warnings. Like that's almost all of America. Like that is crazy. That's just mm, that's mm. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, it's definitely going to affect products. It's going to affect people's lives, livelihood too. Because they told us that we can work from home and stuff like that next week, but you can't work from home if we have no power. So it's just crazy how what's going to be happening in the next 48 hours. Next 48 hours, lives are going to be changed. Definitely going to be changed. That's good. I can make a video without going outside. Whew. Yeah, we got TVA that's probably gonna be doing the rolling out. That's just, mm. Well, it's also the silver lining about if we do have an outage, everything in the refrigerator or the freezer is not going to go bad. Just throwing it out there. Some positivity during this. If there is a power outage, we won't lose food. Food won't go bad because it's going to be cold. You can just throw everything outside and be okay. Let's make sure we are checking on friends through Monday. Yeah, we have an older lady who lives on this side of us who's basically home alone with no Kevin, no pun intended. Uh, and she lives by herself, and she's pretty old. So we would have to check on her, Miss Carol, see if anything if she needs or has anything. I won't have a phone or anything if the power goes out. We don't have a cell tower near me. Our phones work on Wi-Fi through the router. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's how it happens. Technology is so advanced where everybody has internet now, and if you don't have internet, then your basically livelihood is on pause. Like your life's on pause. Yes, when I stay in my camper, I don't need a cooler. Yep. I mean, I have to run. Take care. Well, thank you for joining, Pam. I try to put out new videos every weekend. Try to at least. Like I said, this next weekend is going to be a little dry because I have no ideas, no camping ideas this week. Got to stay safe and bundle down with my family. Don't want anything to happen. Is Scott still here? He hasn't commented in a while. Do you have a heat source if power goes out? Yeah, I was gonna say propane or a kerosene heater, but if this might be too little too late to go checking if things are getting bad already. I don't know where Debbie lives at. Yes, actually, we have a wood stove as backup. Hey, a wood stove. That's really helpful. But getting the wood, that's gonna be the hard part. We actually had so what's crazy, 2 weeks ago, I was on Facebook Marketplace looking for some wood for my cabin. And all the wood I found was free. Just have to pick up free. Just got to haul it away. And I was like, okay, well, I can make something happen. Beginning of this week, ever since they was talking about like the snowstorm and winter coming, all those posts are saying now you have to pay $5 and up, and you have to haul the wood away. So people are like, which was free 2 weeks ago is now $5 plus because people are trying to make a profit because they know if power does go out, people need wood to burn. Mike, are you home this weekend? Yeah, I'll be catching a plane to go to Florida. I'll be hanging out with Scott if I was Mike. Nope. Yes, we have plenty of wood. My husband got wood also. Hey, and it's dry too because it's under the shed. Heck yeah, that dry wood will always be good. See, that's what I was thinking about doing, was making it like a little shed at the land where I camped at last week and where the cabin's going to be at, and just get some wood and just make a little wood firewood place. So if I go camping out there when it's cold, I don't have to go cut wood. Wood's already there. That's cut. That's what I was going to do, but I'm not going to say time got away. I probably will do that. How about that? I'm going to change it up and say I will do that. I will make a video about it, and we'll go from there. Because I'm tired of saying, "Oh, I don't have this or I don't have that." I do have that, and I do have this. I do have time. I do have the resources, and I will do it. I just don't know where. So we're back at square one. We have a house generator now, but we've gone through. Ooh. Mm. That's what sucks too about being in the north. Like you literally have to have a heat source. And what's so crazy is like when I was in Illinois, they had people's houses really didn't have no AC. It was just straight heat. And I was like, man, dude, that's crazy because it still get 80, 90 degrees up there. No one has AC. They're just straight heat because, it's mostly cold up there. And when it's cold, it's cold. And I'm just like, I don't know how people live up here in the Midwest. Yeah, Laura, it's way too cold to be staying in the camper. Mm, heck yeah. If it's negative 45, there's no way I'll be camping out there. Mm-mm. Like I said, I'll be on that plane going south. That's crazy. Negative 45 degrees. Shoot, how do people survive that? Like, survive and enjoy that. Stay out of the camper, Mike. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Definitely could not enjoy being out there knowing it's that cold. Doesn't even sound that doesn't sound fun at all. That's like being in Arizona when it's like 110 degrees outside. Like, doesn't sound fun. Sounds miserable. Like if nighttime, if it could have been 60 degrees during the day, 85, mid 80s, that's like perfect weather. Perfect weather. It's not too cold, not too hot. You can sleep with the windows open at night, get that little breeze blowing. Like that's perfect. And then 80 degrees, you can drive with your windows down, don't have to wear the AC in your car. That's what I want. If anybody knows where that place is at, that's where I want to be. And I know it's probably SoCal, I don't want to live in California. No. Oof. So how is everybody doing besides being cold? Everybody's living it up on a Friday night. Wow, almost been live for a whole hour. Wow. Oh, my wife said listening to Brooks cry. Well, tell Brooks to come in here so he can tell people hi. Like I said, my son cries a lot. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay. Okay, Lori, you be safe. Have fun at your daughter's hockey game. Okay, you can't right now. The crazy part is there was over 10,000 people. Man. They must be paying these people to protest. I heard stories like conspiracy theories about people getting paid to protest. That just proves the point because I'm not. I would say there's no amount of money that would make me sit out there for that. I don't know. 100K sounds pretty good. I would probably protest for 100K, but 40 negative 45. I would literally have to be dressed in a bear, like a legit bear, because not only that negative 45, that's the wind chill, so it's windy. Yeah, Debbie, I heard the same thing. Yeah, it's just like all those protests that happened in Atlanta in 2020. All those bricks were lined up in the middle of on the sidewalk. And I heard so many stories about seeing people dropping off bricks so people can throw them. You never know what's real anymore. Yeah. Okay, Hannah. I'll see you soon. The whole thing has been manipulated. Yeah. Like that's what life's now what it's about. It's what is real anymore. Like what for me personally, I just believe everything that we're watching on TV, news, everybody who's saying they're there for America, all these people, is just a show. It's a reality show. The lights are on, the red lights on. They say they hate them, they can't stand them. Lights are off, cameras off. Let's be buddies. It's just like a wrestling show. Wrestlers come out and they act like they don't like each other when the camera's on, so they can get that little emotion, they can get that action going on. And now they are just be friends behind closed doors. Yes, I gotta get to bed soon. I have to work. Oh man, Mike, you gotta work in the morning. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, since everybody's getting ready to go, I guess I'll. It's already 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'll probably head out soon, so everybody can spend time with their loved ones before the winter hits. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm probably gonna call it. I don't want to keep you guys much longer. Uh, Got to help my wife with the kids. It's almost bedtime for them too. All right. Well, I will let you guys know maybe Sunday. I'll go live again and do a check in with everybody. Let everybody know how's it going. Don't want to scare anybody. Just want everybody to know how Tennessee's looking. Well, my neck of the woods, how it's looking. Hopefully, it doesn't get too cold where the power goes out. I will pray for everybody from Texas to New York. I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody has the resources and the materials to keep everybody safe because this is no joke. This is going to be a bad storm. And like Ryan Hall says, don't be scared, be prepared. And I just want everybody to know that we're thinking of you. This is my son and my daughter's first time dealing with the winter storm this bad. And I hope that it doesn't get too bad. So, ending on that. So I hope everybody is safe. I will check in maybe tomorrow or Sunday, do another live stream, and we'll take it from there. I'll see you guys. Bye.